Welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be making dandelion honey. So go out, gather your dandelions and we'll get straight into it. Right guys, so in this perfectly good bag that I've just ripped is the dandelions that I've picked. And what you want to do is get your dandelion and cut off the yellow leaves like that. And I'm going to do that for all of them. If you use the green bit, some people use the flower and the whole flower, but the green stem, it can become too bitter. So I'm just going to use the yellow. Right, now we've picked all the petals off the dandelions, we're going to just pour cold water till it covers, and we're going to get our friends a chance to leave the flowers, and we'll leave it there for 5 minutes and then we'll start the actual processing. Just before we get into the next step of the video, I'm going to start making a new series of video which will be foresting give us great produce, and we will make it into a nice playlist. Right, so you want to drain the petals off and you want to add a litre of water. I've got a lemon, 3 slices of lemon, and I'm going to just put it on the heat. You're just going to make a tea with the leaves. I'm just going to drop a couple of drops of vanilla into it, and then I'm going to bring it to the boil. Once it comes to the boil, I will show you the next step. Right, so I passed it once into the bowl, and I'm going to pass it again into this new pan. I'm just going to let it drip down. When you've got a spatula, you can also press, make sure all of it's coming out. And then back onto the heat. I'm just going to put it on a low simmer for another 10 minutes, and I'll come back to you when that is done. Right, now you see it slowly boiling. While it's boiling, I've got a kilo of granulated sugar, and I'm just slowly going to add it to this liquid till it dissolves. Right, now all the sugar's in, we're just going to dissolve. Let it all dissolve, and we're going to put it on a low heat till it becomes syrupy. It should take roughly an hour. You don't need to cover it. I'll come back to you once it becomes the right consistency. Right, now you can see it's bubbling away nicely and slowly. You can see the syrup is starting to thicken. And then I'll get back to you when it's done. Right, so as you can see, It's very syrupy. While I leave that for a couple of minutes, I'm going to start boiling the kettle. So I've got my jars that I'm going to keep them in. I'm just going to sterilise them. Best way to do is get boiling water, and then just pour the boiling water in. And then I'm just going to put the lids on for 2 minutes. You do not need to dry these or put your hands in them. All you need is to get rid of the water. Get your honey. Don't do what I just did. Because it's going to be very sticky. As I made quite a spillage. After all that mess, I've cleaned up, and this is the end result. So I've cleaned it up, wiped the sides, and this is a good texture. And I left it in the fridge overnight before we used it, and it tastes amazing. So make sure you try it, and we'll get straight into another video as soon as possible. See you later.